Ow. Oh! I'm sure you've been wondering, all my 5 viewers, where is Isaac? What is he doing? He should be uploading every single week and he's not. Where is he? I need to see these devlogs. So it's a lovely day outside today and this week actually. Been lovely, sunny, shiny, birds tweeting, and so what better time to stay indoors and paint all day. So this week I've been creating a new stage for Lazerball, the multiplayer brawler I'm working on. It's a Colosseum stage is what I came up with, mainly for the sake of the colours. I wanted yellows and greens to contrast and to sort of add some variety, because the previous stages I've done are very purple and pink and blue, and so I wanted some warmer colours to contrast with the cool colours that I've previously done. So if you want to see how I go about making the game levels, the stages that you fight on, then stick around. First I got to work creating scribbles of how I wanted the stadium to look. I initially wanted some broken archways as platforms to create interesting platforming options, but later I just got rid of them. I think they just clutter the composition way too much, especially if the Colosseum walls encroaching on both sides and multiple shapes of archways in the backgrounds just makes it just visually noisy. But after a few rough drafts, I got to work cleaning up and planning how I could actually make this piece work. Soon realised that it just looked wrong. The perspective was way too isometric for a 2D side-on game, and it was all just plain looking, really. And I was just like, oh, for goodness sake, I spent like 2 days trying to do this. I just couldn't get my brain to be creative, basically. So what I did was what I should have done from the very start. After actually looking at some references of what a real Colosseum looks like. I know it's ridiculous, I didn't do this to begin with. I adjusted how I would make the perspective work and did some good old-fashioned tracing. So I found some images online. You know, with lockdown, I can't just fly out to Rome just to take some first-hand photos. So later I made a background, almost an exact copy of the ruins in Palmyra, although I did change the doorways and the windows from like the square Greek style to the Roman arch, and added some extra details and made the ruins more ruined. So once the basic outlines and the plans and everything was done, the basic layout was complete. What I like to do is get random photos with nice colour palettes and shapes and just blur them and mix them and blend them into a big old mess in the background of my piece, and just use that to pick colours from and shapes and sort of build up from there, sort of a base, just to make it more visually interesting. So once the colours and the composition and everything is all set up, which took the longest amount of time, that's the hardest part out of the way. The rest is just refining and rendering, and that process is low maintenance. It just takes a little bit of time. So here's the final result. Let me know what you think. And lastly, to tie everything together, I actually added a bit of parallax to the backgrounds. So what that is it just means that the background that is closer to the camera moves quicker, so it moves along with the camera, and the background is further away, the far into the background moves slower, and it just gives illusion of depth. I mean, it's not perfect, it's not really working too well at the moment. There's parallax, I'll have to keep working on it. I mean, mainly I don't really have many stages to really capitalise on how this works yet, because I don't have lots in the foreground, midground, background. It's all just, most of my stages are all just flat, one piece looking things. But there's a little movement there. It just made things look more dynamic in this way. I'm just really trying to boost the visual appeal of the game. And that's it. It's a quick one today. There are lots of other little things I did, such as platforms you could jump through from the bottom, not through the top. Getting hit by a laser and flying a bit to show the impact, and there's lots of very small little things I've been adding and doing, but it would take forever to do a video on all the things I'm working on, so I just thought just something nice, visually cool looking, a Coliseum stadium, and that's it. So again, let me know what you think. If you want to test the game out, if you've got some friends you can play with, local multiplayer over Parsec or something like that. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time.